50 Cent just did what he does best, stir the pot. But this time, he didn't just throw shade or drop a slick Instagram meme. He pulled T.I. straight into the heart of one of hip-hop's darkest scandals. The Diddy controversy is still unfolding, but now 50 is claiming T.I. wasn't just a bystander. He was one of the so-called special guests at Diddy's freak-off parties. And if the rumors are true, he didn't just attend, he hosted his own. Welcome to Gossip Unlimited. The wild accusations begin. It started with whispers. Then came the bold statements. 50 Cent, never one to bite his tongue, name-dropped T.I. as someone who wasn't just at Diddy's infamous mansion parties, but was apparently one of the key players. According to 50, T.I. wasn't showing up as a guest. He was throwing down his own private events that were just as chaotic, maybe worse. And that's not just 50 talking. Witnesses started speaking up too. One source, known online as CLM, claimed T.I. held his own wild gatherings, featuring contests that went way beyond anything you'd see in a regular VIP section. We're talking about full-on uncensored madness, women competing in explicit games, chaos behind closed doors, and a vibe that had nothing to do with music or networking. To make things even messier, word on the street is that 50's upcoming Netflix docuseries, Did He Do It?, won't just focus on Diddy. Nope. T.I.'s name has allegedly been floating around as someone who might get caught in the crossfire. But here's the thing. This drama didn't come out of nowhere. The beef that's been brewing for years. 50 Cent and T.I. go back. And not in a good way. Their beef has been simmering for over a decade, fueled by passive-aggressive interviews, sneak disses, and fans constantly trying to pit them against each other. Things got especially heated during the whole Versus era, when T.I. publicly challenged 50 to a battle. 50 wasn't interested. Instead, he brushed it off with sarcasm and shade. But underneath it all was a much deeper issue: T.I.'s reputation. Specifically, questions about how he beat federal gun charges in 2007 that should have landed him behind bars for years. And that's where 50 found his opening. The Crime Stoppers controversy back in 2007, T.I. was caught with multiple machine guns, silencers, and enough firepower to raise every eyebrow in the industry. Yet somehow, he walked away with a sentence so light, it had everyone wondering, how? Then came the PSA. You know the one, T.I., in a suit, staring at the camera and encouraging viewers to call Crime Stoppers if they had information about crimes in their area. 50 Cent had a field day. He reposted it, clowned it, and used it as Exhibit A in his case against T.I., suggesting that the rapper must have cooperated with the feds to get a soft sentence. And in typical 50 fashion, he didn't just say it once, he made it a campaign. On his track, You So Tough, 50 rapped lines that clearly implied T.I. was working with the feds. The message was subtle, but the intent was obvious. And the streets? They started to listen. T.I. fires back. T.I. wasn't about to stay quiet. He went on podcasts, interviews, and social media to set the record straight. He claimed he never snitched, never gave anyone up, and that the whole Crime Stoppers video was part of a court-mandated community service campaign, not an admission of anything shady. He even directly challenged 50 to prove his accusations, saying, "If I told on anybody, show me the paperwork." To the public, he tried to keep it cool. He claimed that despite the online shots, he and 50 had mutual respect and that he wasn't losing sleep over the drama. But fans weren't buying it. Every time 50 reposted that video, the internet exploded, and 50 knew exactly how to keep the pressure on. King Von's death reignites everything. Then things took a darker turn. After Chicago rapper King Von was tragically killed in 2020, the hip-hop world was in shock. Emotions were high, tensions were rising, and T.I. made a post that poured gasoline on the fire. He wrote, "Atlanta is a beautiful, progressive city filled with Black excellence. We uplift each other and win together. Stop coming here to kill each other." People immediately saw it as a shot at Chicago rappers. and at Vaughn, who had just lost his life in Atlanta. The backlash was instant. King Von's sister clapped back, but the response that really hit came from 50 Cent, who warned T.I. in a now viral post that he was talking like that in the middle of real pain, and that kind of message could get him hurt. It wasn't just petty anymore. This was personal. T.I. gets iced out of Hollywood. Not long after that, rumors started swirling that T.I. was supposed to have a role in 50's Power universe, but the deal fell through. Fans speculated that the ongoing tension, especially after the King Von situation, played a part in T.I. getting iced out. T.I., of course, denied it. He claimed that any casting decisions had nothing to do with beef or public perception. But again, it didn't matter what he said, because 50 wasn't letting up. He kept posting old clips, throwing shade on Instagram, and anytime T.I.'s name trended, 50 would pop up like clockwork with a meme, a comment, or another jab. And in classic T.I. fashion, he tried to flip the narrative, calling 50 out for ducking a Versus battle, mocking his music catalog, and painting himself as the bigger artist. But none of that stopped what came next. 50's docuseries, Did He Do It? Now, here's where things could get serious. 50 is reportedly working on a Netflix docuseries titled Did He Do It? A deep dive into Diddy's scandalous history, the allegations against him, and the inner workings of his infamous parties. And guess who might show up in that storyline? Yep, T.I. insiders claim that the doc won't just focus on Diddy. It'll shine a light on other high-profile names that were connected to the same wild scene, including artists who participated, benefited, or helped organize those events. T.I.'s name has allegedly been floating around as one of them. And if the rumors are true, if there's real footage, screenshots, or testimonies linking T.I. to those parties, it could change everything, not just for his image, but possibly for his freedom. Final thought. What started as a petty back and forth between two rap heavyweights has now turned into something way more serious. 50 Cent has been playing chess for years, keeping his foot on T.I.'s neck while positioning himself as a media mogul with real power and real access to information. And now, if this docuseries drops with the kind of receipts people are whispering about, T.I. might be in trouble, not just from fans, but from the very system he claimed never gave him a break. Whether 50 is doing this out of revenge, ego, or some twisted sense of justice, one thing's clear: he's not letting this beef die quietly. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.